Southern Hills faced challenges like most schools. There's always a funding issue. For example, in the state of Ohio, our schools have been flat funded for multiple years now, and that simply means what it sounds like. We don't get new revenue regardless of how many more kids we might bring in, and we are seeing a growth in enrollment, which is a great problem, but it does take money to serve the additional students. So by winning something like the CHANNELLOCK Trade School Trade Up and getting the chance to make over our lab and do something that desperately needs to be done, but without having to use our resources to do it, that's such a blessing. The welding program at Southern Hills is truly second to none. I would put it up against anywhere. We see anywhere from 60 to 70 applicants each year. The state limits us to 25 in a given class. That tells you that the reputation of this program is a really positive one out in our community, and it is for good reason, because we, year after year, put 25 welders into the workforce at a really good rate of pay, and we're really fortunate to have an experienced and talented instructor in Mr. Adams, and he is a big part of that draw.
We're in a rural community, and rural communities mean that they're struggling in life every day, and we've got to help the students. They want to make something of themselves. The students want to make money. They want to do this, and we got to answer it. And with the aid of CHANNELLOCK, different tools, pliers, everything, it adds up and makes that kid feel like he's a winner, and that's what we want.
Mr. Adams is one of the most talented teachers I've ever got to witness in my 26 years of being in education, and he does it very naturally. He demands more out of his kids than almost anyone demands, and at the same time, he gets more out of his kids than almost anyone I've ever seen. He doesn't just teach them to weld, he teaches them how to be better adults. And I think that reputation is known throughout our community, which is a big reason why so many parents want their kids in our welding program.
Mr. Adams, he's a heck of a teacher. He's more than a teacher. He's willing to teach us anything we need to know. If we need help with anything, he's there, even if it's outside of, welding. He'll help us with our homework, help us with just problems in life in general. He's more of a friend than a teacher. He's a person you look up to.
He wants the best for kids. He wants to get all of his seniors out on placement as soon as he can.
Mr. Adams is a great teacher. He's influenced me a lot. He taught me a lot. The process of this has been amazing. He's made it way better than what I ever could have expected.
We get met with challenges every morning we get up. Tools help you with challenges, and they aid in doing the challenges, where you can manage to do things that you didn't think you could do before.
We need people that know how to do something, and that's what our kids walk out of here with. They leave us with a skill that is tangible, and they take with it for the rest of their life.
I think winning the competition for CHANNELLOCK puts our school on the map and lets people know how good of a program we have.
Our lab is going to be a whole lot better condition than it was previous, and the tools that we're getting is pretty awesome.
Winning the CHANNELLOCK competition helps the school, shows where we are, who we are, what we can do, and what we're capable of.
The biggest thing, it helped the students, and it reflects on the school, and we do this every day here.
We obviously get to make over our lab and give it its first upgrade since 2006, so we're talking 16 years. But then also there's a real good PR side to something like this. It shows Southern Hills in the positive light that we should be seen in, that we were able to win a contest of a national scale. We're fortunate to live in a community that is really based on the premise of hard work. Most of the kids that come in our doorway are coming from families that have taught them the value of hard work. When you take the value they were taught at an early age to work hard and you combine it with the skill they get when they're at the Career Center, that makes them a really valuable contributing member of society when they become a tax-paying adult. And we take great pride in that.
CHANNELLOCK!